The biggest catfish I've ever experienced was not from a dating app. It was actually from a dog named Rico. So let's get into a bit of a story time, okay? Because I got time today and I almost forgot about this story. If you are new here, I am Shara, you and your dog's new pet sitter bestie, and I am back with another video of Dogtober. In today's video, I want to discuss with you why it is important to always ask for a current picture of the dog you are sitting, specifically a golden doodle. When I started getting a lot of bookings here in North Dallas, I wasn't really hip to the game in asking for current pictures of dogs. I got a request for a dog, a golden doodle named Rico, and at that time on his profile, when you look at the profiles of the pets, pictures are worth 1,000 words. That's what everybody says. Pictures are worth 1,000 words. So when I saw this little dog Rico and I checked the weight, because I do have a weight limit on my profile for the simple fact that I have kids, I don't really sit big dogs unless I've known them since my kids were really little. So there's only a few dogs that I will dog sit that are over 40 pounds. In this case, I had got a request to sit a golden doodle, an 8-pound golden doodle named Rico. I'm like, okay, yeah, let's do it. It's a little puppy. He looks cute. I'm fine. Okay. So on the day of the booking, when it is time to get the dog from the owner, I went outside and number one, please follow instructions where I tell you to come. Because why am I walking all the way up to the leasing office to get your dog? That's where you messed up step one. So as we were messaging back and forth in the app about where the owner was and where I was going to receive the dog, I said, okay, fine, I'll just meet you at the leasing office. So I go up to this leasing office and I see this man standing outside with this gigantic golden doodle. And I'm like, hi, are you Benjamin? And he was like, yeah, and this is Rico. What do you mean this is Rico? I was shook, you guys. This 8-pound dog that I have been looking at for days, anticipating I was about to get a little 8-pound, easy situation, little golden doodle, was more like 80 pounds. Okay, the dog was gigantic. And so this is a man I've never met before, and my husband wasn't home, nobody was home, so I didn't really want to make a big deal out of intercepting this dog. But I was pissed when I was so upset that this dog was this big, and the way he started reacting when I walked up to him, I knew that this dog was about to be a problem. I didn't say anything. I went ahead and took the dog from Benjamin, and we walked to the house. During that time, that golden doodle has traumatized me. I have been so scared of so Rico ended up being an okay golden doodle. I mean, he was very high energy, but he was definitely not 8 pounds. I prepared my heart, mind, and mental health for an 8-pound dog, not an 80-pound golden doodle. And then he was at my house for like a week, so it was very interesting how this was gonna go. So I started telling my friends and everybody, like, yo, I got this dog over here that is gigantic. And they were like, are you gonna say something to the owner? I'm like, well, what am I supposed to say? Because again, I try to do the best that I can with the customer service, and I really don't want to offend anybody, and I'm just a pushover when it comes to this, because I don't want to get kicked off of Rover. Rover is going really well for me right now, and I just feel like, oh, if I get that one bad review, I'm gonna be off Rover. But my friend said, no, you need to say something to that owner. So when they came back to pick up Rico, I was like, hey, in a joking way, I was like, yeah, Rico was fine, but I really think you guys need to update his pictures, because he's not 8 pounds anymore and he's huge. Like, he truly needs to reflect. Benjamin gonna say, oh yeah, I've been telling my wife that we needed to update Rico's picture, we just haven't done it yet. Well, that would be helpful for next time, okay? And so he kind of laughed it off, but I did go back and check the profile and saw that they finally updated Rico's weight and a new picture of him to reflect that he was gigantic. And you know how long golden doodle's hair are, so when I did like a sucker end up sitting him again. But this time he had a shaved coat and he looked more like a poodle versus a golden doodle. He was still big, but he did not look as big with all of the hair. So that is why from now on, anytime I get golden doodle bookings, I always ask to see a recent picture of them. And then I share the funny story about the time I was dogfished by the golden doodle, because I just can't have that again. Golden doodles can be a lot to deal with. They're very headstrong, sometimes a little goofy, some of them stubborn if they haven't had the proper training. So I really just want to know what I'm getting myself into if I am opting to sit a golden doodle. So that's my tip for you. If you are a new sitter or thinking about becoming a sitter, always make sure you ask for recent pictures of the dog so you can decide if you want them or not. They always say don't judge a book by a cover, but if you see a big dog, some of us are not accustomed to big dogs, so it's very important to know exactly how big the dog is. So always make sure that you get a picture first and foremost. Do your meet and greet, really talk to the owner. Get to know their dog as much as you can before it comes over. If you have a pet of your own, make sure it gets along with your dog. And that's my advice. The sun has gone down on me now, but I just want to thank you all for sticking around with me. If you have been with me since day one, thank you for all of your support. Today is day 18 of Dogtober. We are getting close to the finish line, you guys, for 31 days of content. But I want to see you guys back tomorrow. So if you like this video and you found it helpful and you want to share some of your dogfish, catfish stories with me, go ahead and let me know in the comments if you're a sitter or you've ever been dogfished by another dog. And share this video with a friend if you found it helpful, if you found it funny, and just leave me a comment. Smash that like button, subscribe. I don't know, that's all I got for you. Anyway, you guys, come back tomorrow for another video of Dogtober with me. All right, have a good night. That's all I got for you. Do your due diligence. Ooh, that's a tongue twister. Do your due diligence when you are pet sitting, especially when it comes to breeds where there are multi-faceted, what do I even say? When there are a variety of the size of the dog that you can get. Do you know how many different sizes of golden doodles there are? There's so many. There's micro, there's mini, there's gigantic, giant. I can't even name all of the sizes. There's standard. How many sizes there are of golden doodles, but do your due diligence. Make sure you get a current picture of any dog, no matter what breed it is, just to see what it looks like, because I have had a countless number of my friends text me and say, oh, I'm doing Rover. The dog that I got today looks absolutely nothing like his profile picture. Yeah, because once we set the profile picture of the dog, sometimes you set it and forget it. The dog ages. I probably need to update Caleb's dog picture myself because he's not a little baby anymore. He's 11 years old. He's gray in the face. Anyway, if you found this video helpful, go ahead and hit that like button. I want you to subscribe to this video and most importantly, engage. You guys, I feel like I'm talking to myself right now. And maybe I am. But eventually, I want to build a community with you all. So leave me any feedback, talk back to me, because I want to hear from you. And make sure you come back tomorrow. Turn on your notifications because we will be back for day 19 of Dogtober. All right? You guys have a good night. Bye.